Hey everyone, this is Virdilt here with another Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. This battle is against Johnny Diesel or JJD Hernandez, and he's in the LBA, but this is not an LBA match. This is, as you can see, 1 Legend and 5 UU, which I've explained it here before, and I'll put the rules in the description. Pretty obvious rules from the name. But anyways, I'm rocking the Groudon, he's rocking the Xerneas. Now Xerneas is probably the biggest threat in this entire new tier, because just one Geomancy would destroy almost every UU Pokemon out there, and they probably can't do a lot back. So I need to be hyper offensive as much as I can and not give him an opportunity, since I don't have Bullet Punch or any sort of those priorities. So luckily I do have the Sun, which doubles my speed, and I do have a Poison type, so I can keep the pressure. He goes for Dragon Dance, and for some stupid reason I go for Earthquake. I'm not really sure why I did not go for Dragon Tail. I do have Dragon Tail on this thing, but I don't know why I went for Earthquake. It's just random. Then he goes for Outrage, and +1 Outrage, and Theocles manages to eat that up, because Hexorus has insane attack. One of the highest attacks of normal Pokemon in the game, as in not a Mega Evolution. 145 base, which is a lot than Garchomp, Dragonite, Tyranitar, and all these other guys. Then he goes into his Embar, and Embar I decide to switch out because I don't want to get bopped by a Flare Blitz. Ironically, something my team is weak to is fire moves. I have nothing to take fire moves except this Walrein, which has Thick Fat, not Unaware. And then he goes for Head Smash. I did not see Head Smash coming. Luckily, I thought this thing got Rock Head or something, the ability that doesn't make it get any recoil, but apparently it got Reckless. I forgot that, so the Head Smash is boosted in power, but he's still losing some of his health. I go into Darmanitan, and Darmanitan is in the sun. I just click Flare Blitz, and nothing will take that except for a Flash Fire Pokemon. So here I think JJ made a misplay by going into his Tentacruel, because Tentacruel is the only thing that can take 2 Flare Blitz in his entire team. So he goes into his Tentacruel, loses more than half, loses 70%, and that's insane. That's a resisted move. I go for another Flare Blitz, and this will be the end of Tentacruel. And then he has nothing to switch in, because I do have the Heat Rock on Groudon, which means the Sun will stay for more turns. He goes into Xerneas because he figured nothing on his team will take it. Probably if the only thing that can take it is probably Xerneas, which maybe this was his thought process, but there's no way he could take the Flare Blitz. Or maybe he just accepted that Flare Blitz will hurt his team and he needs the most recoil, so he sent out one of his highest HP Pokemon. I do go for Flare Blitz and lose most of my health. And then he goes into his Jonah Arc, yes, the Scavalier, and I go for Flare Blitz and kill another thing. So Darmanitan's just on a roll with insanity of Flare Blitz, destroying one by one. And then I do die to recoil, unfortunately. Luckily, Darmanitan has high HP, so it can take recoil better than most Pokemon with the recoil moves. Then I go into my Smile, because as you can see, my Groudon took a beating with around 50%. He decides that the only way he could win is probably pulling 2 Flame Charges off to outspeed even my other Pokemon in the Sun, and then destroying my team in the Sun with the Flare Blitz. He does go for Flame Charge, dealing way too much damage to me, but I go for Healing Wish, and I go down, and then I go into my Groudon. Now this honestly helped me, the fact that I didn't reveal Dragon Tail turn 1. I do get back to my full health thanks to my Flower, and being back to my full health, he thought to himself, he does have the Air Balloon. I can't Earthquake him, so if he goes for Flame Charge, this will be very good for him, because, you know, if he goes for Flame Charge, he can actually get to +2 and outspeed my... Maybe he can outspeed my Tangela in the Sun. But I do have Dragon Tail, so I'm just like, nope. And I take him out without him getting his +2 speed. And then he goes into his, what do you call it? Yes, Poe, the Mismagius. And I decide not to switch out, because at this point, all I need to do is just send in my Tangela. No, not Tangela. I don't have Tangela. Tangela. I don't know what its name. Tangrowth. All I have to do... No, not Tangrowth. Oh my god. All I have to do is send out my Victory Bell in the Sun. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Send out my Victory Bell in the Sun and just destroy his team, because +2 speed, I outspeed even Scarfed Pokemon because of the ability Chlorophyll. So I do go into my Victory Bell, James Eater, aka, and I go for Weather Ball just to be fancy, because I wanted to see the animation. And Weather Ball is right now a Fire type, and it does does take it out because it's obviously in such a low health. And then he goes into his final Pokemon, which is the Embar, and I do smack him with the Sludge Bomb, probably. Yes, the Sludge Bomb, and finish the game. So hopefully guys enjoyed. Good game, JJ. Gotta admit I had team advantage. In my previous 2 battles with this team, my brother had Tyranitar, which means sand, and Juice had rain, which means obviously a rain dance. And I had trouble dealing with that because I couldn't set up the sun every now and then. But with this team, having the sun up, it's extremely hyper offensive, and this just goes to show you why whether it's banned in UU. It's not banned in this tier that I created, obviously, but it's banned in UU, and it's a lot of power. Just their Manatan in the sun, just scary. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Good game, JJ, and see you later.